So why do I choose trading over Amazon when Amazon, everyone says, is so much of passive income and it's so easy, it's easier than trading, you know, that's what everyone says. I'm gonna be talking about the top 3 reasons why I choose and why you should choose trading as well. So stick to the end of this video, because at the end of the video, I'm gonna be talking about the main reason why trading is the best you can do in 2025 and onwards. So I'm just here on the beach in Siargao in the Philippines. We're gonna sit down here together, my friends, because I assume there is no females on this channel, there is only men. So I'm gonna have a cigarette and we're gonna be talking about it. So let me sit you down. By the way, these videos are unscripted, anything like that. So give me a second, I'm just gonna set this up. All right, my friend. So I'm gonna sit down right here, and I hope I'm in the middle somewhere, somewhat. Let me put you a little closer. You know what? I think that's gonna be better. So you get the feel of, you know, being here with me on the beach, chilling together. Let me get a cigarette first, because why not? If you can smoke, why you wouldn't smoke? Why I believe that trading is the number one reason why it's the best, or it's better than Amazon. And you know, I tell you a bit my story. So it's a story time. I was doing Amazon. I was doing Kindle publishing for quite a long time. I think it was around about, I believe, long time. Maybe 3-4 years, maybe longer. I started in 2018. It took me about a year and a half, or almost 2 years, like a year and a half, to get to 10K a month profit. Well, we invested about 50% back, so it's not really pure profit. And everything went well. You know, I was traveling the world with my ex-girlfriend at the time. Went backpacking through Asia, which with many of you is probably the dream to do that as well, or it was a dream. And I started making good money. And few months later, since I reached to go 10K or 12K, Amazon just woke up one day and decided they're gonna close my Amazon account, believe or not. And not just the whole account, they closed one part of the account where I couldn't publish any more audiobooks. Now that was kind of painful and annoying, because that was my main source of income with audiobooks. When they shut it down, I was still getting paid, so that's good. But in that moment, I realized that I have absolute zero control over my business. It's not like other businesses, like traditional businesses, like a restaurant business, clothing business, whatever it might be. You can say you have a control over that. With Amazon or YouTube, you don't really have the control. So back to the story. And when they shut down part of my business, I started focusing on other part of the business. But that didn't go very well. So I decided I'm gonna open another account under a company, because you can have 2 separate accounts. One can be under entity, another one can be your personal. So my personal account was done basically. My company, I opened that, started publishing again. It took me about a year, over a year, when I started seeing progress again. And it was doing well again. I get to 5K, 6K, 7K a month. And then guess what? I woke up one day with brief email that we are shutting your account because of suspicious activity. They didn't even explain it why, or what's the suspicious activity, or what's the reason. They didn't even give me a chance to appeal or anything. I tried with lawyer, no chance. They just shut down my account, and that was it. So in the moment, by the way, I didn't get paid for like 3 months. So imagine basically your whole life, or all your income, depending on that income. So you can imagine my bank account was empty, basically, like literally empty. I had like $1,000 in there. I was in Thailand, had to do my visa run, and I'm like, now what? I have no money. Like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? So anyway, long story short, it took them about 3 months or almost 4 months before they actually paid me what they owed me. They owed me around $12,000. No, sorry, like $12,000. They paid me only $9,000. So they decide if you can use that platform. They decide how much they pay you. They decide everything, basically. So there was another moment, you can say aha moment, or really, you can say also breakthrough moment, because I realized it's just there's no safety, there's no reliability in this platform which are online, which you can doing this with Amazon. So I got into the stage where I was very, very not depressed, but anxious and confused, sad, angry, thinking what I'm gonna do next. And I was looking for, it took me about 2 years before I found trading. Because I was always in that impression that trading is very stressful, is very depressing, it's all this stuff, which, part of it is true, so it's other businesses as well. Amazon is not any less stressful than trading. I can tell you that from my own experience speaking. So anyway, I was still against the trading, I thought it's just gambling, etc. Which everyone thinks if you start in trading or if you're looking to get into trading. And I did my more research and I find out that actually trading is not the gambling if you have a proper risk management, you have a strategy and you have a plan. So that's how I discovered the trading. Now, with number one point is why is trading better than Amazon is because, first of all, it's very simple. You don't have to do any research of keywords, what sells, what's in the trend, what people are looking for. You don't have to deal with customers, which with Amazon you don't have to deal with customers as well, but you have to deal with bad reviews. You have to get the reviews for your books, your products, whatever it might be on Amazon, which you have to get the reviews. If you have no reviews, your products or books or whatever you're selling on Amazon just won't be selling. That's a fact. You can find out straight away on Google or ChatGPT. There's if you have no reviews, your business is done. So it can be hard if you don't know how to do it to find the reviews. And then if you find a way how to get the reviews for free, because believe it or not, a lot of people pay for the reviews. So if you go on Amazon and you see a good product or book or whatever, most of those reviews are fake. So people pay other people to review their products or books. So if you can find a way, then you have to deal with bad reviews, and you get only a certain amount of bad reviews before the product stops selling, or the book stops selling. So that's the one part. You don't have to deal with any of that. All you have is a screen, yourself, and that's pretty much it. You can do it anywhere in the world, any location, and anywhere you want. Now, with trading, I believe, for me, and I also think for many people who trade, the number one reason why people trade is the skill you learn in trading. Once you learn this craft, and I believe it's a little bit of art if you approach it in the right way, then no one ever going to be able to take away from you this skill. It's like learning bicycle riding or motorbike riding. Once you learn the balance, once you learn the skill how to do that, you will never ever forget it in your life. The sooner you learn it, of course, the better. And it's the same thing with trading. Once you learn the craft, once you learn the skill of riding the wave, if you can say so, no one is gonna be able to take it away from you. Now, of course, there's a questions like, okay, what if you're trading with broker or with prop firms and they close down, they shut down, and then you obviously can't get the money out, whatever. Well, simple solution: you just open your account with that broker or that prop firm. It's simple as that. And this is what I love about trading the most, that the safety, you can say so, that no one can take it away from you. That's what is beautiful about trading. Once you learn it, it takes time to learn it. It took me about 18 months before I became profitable. By the way, I just Last year when I started trading, I think in the first 8 months I got funded for 100k with Alpha Capital Group. I got my 2 withdrawals, and then long time I had nothing, and I just recently, a few months ago, I got funded again for $100,000, and one of my withdrawals is on the way with Alpha Capital. And I think I just cracked the code to being consistently profitable. And in trading, the strategy is easy. I'm saying that from my experience. To learn the strategy is easy once you learn to read the charts. Then the strategy is not hard. Anyone can learn it. I can teach it. I can teach the strategy anyone I want. I can teach it to my dog, monkey. It's so simple. What is not so simple and what is not so easy is the psychology behind it. And what I mean by that, I believe the main factor in trading is patience. A lot of people struggling with that, and I did struggle with it as well, especially when I started. I entered a trade, start looking for another trade, and it still get me until now. I still enter a trade, and I already start thinking about another trade so I can make more profits. But that's what usually end up in the losses. So it's best to stick to just one trade and wait for the outcome, not moving your stop loss to extending your stop loss, or moving your stop loss different way, or thinking about closing too early. Let's say you go into profit and you say it's not even 1 to 1 or 1 to 2, and you say, you know what, that's enough profit, let me just take my profit. You eventually won't be making more than you're losing. So that's what you don't want. Trading is a game of probability and risk management. If you can manage your risk very well, your winning ratio can be just 40%. Hell, even 30%. My winning ratio at the moment is not even 50%, believe it or not. And I just made a withdrawal. Is that a luck? No, it's just a risk management, because I'm managing my risk well. That means I don't need high winning ratio. Of course, the winning ratio higher the better, but for now it's okay to make profits. Now, do I think that everyone should start trading in 2025 and onwards? Absolutely not. And most of you watching this video probably will quit trading before you will see any other results. Most of you is going to trade for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, maybe a year, and then you say, oh, it's too difficult, it's too hard, I don't need the stress, let me just move on to something easier. But let me tell you, there is not many things easier. The only reason why is such a high ratio of people failing, you can say failing in trading, is because they quit. Because you quit. And the reason why you quit is because you don't really see the progress in trading as you're seeing any other businesses in the world. This is what trading is a little bit different to other businesses. If you have again, let's bring it back to Amazon. If you have an Amazon account and you're publishing books, for example, like I did, ebooks and audiobooks, etc., you're stacking those books above each other, right? So you're making your account bigger and bigger, meaning you supposedly getting more income. In trading, you cannot really do that. So in trading, you keep losing without you even realizing that you're actually learning the edge, you're learning the patience, you're learning the mindset, the right mindset to have for trading. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, everything changed very, very quickly. And then you become profitable, and then everything just changed. That's why people quit trading, because you don't see the progress, you don't see the physical progress. It's only in your head, and you can't. Your conscious mind cannot really see the subconscious mind. So, in your head there is no progress, but subconsciously you are making progress because you're learning. So, again, the number one reason why you should choose trading above anything else. If you are the person kind of like me, that you want, I wouldn't say steady income, but have the feeling of safety, have the feeling of, you know what, if my job goes to hell, if my other business, whatever it might be, which giving income, goes to hell, if your girlfriend stop paying you allowances, I'm just joking, then I can just open brokerage account or prop firm account, and then I can just print money on demand forever. I can be 37 years old as I'm right now. I can be 18 years old. I can be 60 years old, 70 years old, and I can be still printing money on demand anytime I want. The only thing which the only thing which is stopping you to do that is the mindset and the psychology behind trading to get to profitability, to be constantly profitable. And you know what? I'm still a beginner, to be honest. You know, it's been like almost 2 years now since I started trading. So I don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 years or 10 years, but I can tell you, I love this trade so much. I don't think there is anything better than trading. Of course, here's the thing. Do I want to trade forever in my life? I will be trading forever in my life. Will I take the profits and invest the profits into other businesses which are gonna give me some passive income, such as real estate or crypto or whatever it might be? Yes, of course, I do that. So I have some safety net, so peace of mind. But trading, as I said, is something, if you learn, you can print money on demand forever and ever. So by the way, I have a link down below in description where you can click on the link. It's gonna take you to private group. I'm gonna be opening very, very soon a Discord group. It's gonna be paid membership. I'm gonna be doing Sunday weekly calls where I show you my analysis for the following week. And you can ask me any question directly. I'm gonna answer them straight away. And you can click the link, you can join, and I'll see you there. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. I'm gonna have a cigarette, one more cigarette here. It's a beautiful day here in Siargao. Let me show you here. It's a beautiful day. I'm gonna enjoy my day. I'm gonna go for a swim. And I'll catch you guys later. Stay handsome, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys next time.